Om Shanti, taking everyone's love remembrances. When I went to offer bhog to Baba, Baba gave all of us very, very loveful, powerful drishti of blessings. Then after a few moments, I told Baba that I have brought bhog today for you, but also for all our spiritual ancestors and our different ancestors in our lives. Some were Lokik, Alaukik, some only Lokik. So Baba first invoked all our ancestors, spiritual Alaukik Dadis. And Baba accepted Bhog, and Baba made them accept Bhog also. After that, whosoever and for whomsoever had bhavna to offer Bhog, Baba not necessarily invoked all of them, but Baba is like through the subtle power, make them accept Bhog also. Baba said, it's the bhavna, it's your love, your pure feelings for all those souls. First, because of love what you receive from them. Because whatever one is able to do is because of power of love. When there is power of love, then the sustenance which is given is really from that love. So ancestor souls give you sustenance not only through spiritual classes, but also their bhavna towards each one of you, their good wishes for each one of you. But also when they serve you, there was a lot of attainments, lot of power. So Baba said that they constantly made the foundation of Yajna very strong through power of purity, power of yoga, tapasya, love. And because of that, you all got all the sustenance. And it's not only you got before, but even now they are serving you. They are still sustaining the yajna. So I was looking at Baba in what way they're sustaining. Baba said their love, their purity, and also their connection with one Baba who is the seed. Baba said, even when it comes to Lokik, there is always a lot of love, lot of love. And especially Baba said that there is this whole feeling of part of the family. You have a big family, Baba said, of spiritual and also in Lokik. Everyone has so many connections, relationships. And Baba said that if you are offering bhog to Baba, the seed is being offered to all the ancestor souls. So Baba said that wherever they are, their feelings of love emerge, feelings of gratitude emerge. And Baba said, as you have pure bhavna for them, they also have pure bhavna. And they also not only sending love remembrances, but also a lot of blessings for each one of you. Baba was pausing in between, and then Baba gave very loveful drishti and said, keep maintaining bhavna. When there is bhavna, the return of bhavna is bhavna. When you share blessing, you get blessings. What you give, that's what you receive. So always have this relationship with all the souls of love, of blessings and bhavana. And then Baba gave lots of love for each one of you. Om Shanti.
वो दिन कितने प्यारे थे, ये दिन भी कितने प्यारे हैं। तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे, तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे। बाबा अब भी साथ हमारे हैं। तो कितने वर्ष चाहिए अभी ये बता दो। नहीं तो फिर दूसरा वर्ष भी समाप्त होगा, फिर यही गीत गाएंगे, चाहिए चाहिए। कितने समय का ये चाहिए चाहिए का गीत है। गीत का टाइम होता है ना 3 मिनट या 5 मिनट। आपके इस गीत का कितना समय है? तपस्या वर्ष में दृढ़ संकल्प किया या संकल्प किया? क्या किया? सोचा दृढ़ संकल्प का, लेकिन किया क्या? दृढ़ता की निशानी है सफलता। तो फिर तो ये वर्ष फिर और फोर्स की तपस्या चाहिए ना, कि सेवा करनी है। क्या करना है? तपस्या करनी है। दोनों नहीं कर सकते हो। दोनों में अटेंशन कम हो जाता है क्या? तो कर्म योगी टाइटल नहीं है, आपका योगी है। जाए तो सेवा उसको ही कहा जाता है जिसमें स्व और सर्व की सेवा समाई हुई, दूसरे की सेवा और अपनी सेवा के ऊपर अलबेले हो जाए उसको वास्तव में यथार्थ सेवा नहीं कहा जाता। सेवा की परिभाषा ही है सेवा के मेवे मिलते हैं, सेवा अर्थात मेवा, फ्रूट, वार्धक्य फल, इसको कहती है सेवा करो मेवा खाओ। अगर स्व की तरफ अलबेले बन जाते तो वो सेवा मेहनत है, खर्चा है, थकावट है, लेकिन वार्धक्य फल सफलता नहीं। बच्चे, मैं आपके सदा साथ हूँ।
Om Shanti. Avyakt signals Maryada Purshottam always be in the flying stage. Some children come to a standstill while moving along, and the reason for their coming to a standstill is disobedience in following one code of conduct or discipline or other. The confluence age is the age to become Maryada Purshottam. All of you, Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, are the highest beings. By maintaining this awareness, you will always be in the flying stage and will not stay down below. Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Happy Sadguruvar to everyone. Maryada Purshottam. Today is day 15. Always be in the flying stage. Today, Maryada 8, keeping chart. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Yeah, when I offer bhog, I think you all sit together. It's not I, you all went also, right, to offer bhog to Baba. Yeah, did you go, all of you? Yeah, Baba invokes everyone. So we all were in subtle regions with Baba, looking at ancestor souls, spiritual ones, all those who have served us in Laukik or Alaukik way. Whatever our life is today is because of the way we are served by Alaukik and Laukik both. Because all are souls, right? And they play their part. So each one of us, they contributed something in our lives. So this offering is more feelings of gratitude for them, kind of love and bhavna. Because word sharad really means bhavna, my feelings of devotion for them. And actually it is such interesting that offering of bhog first to Baba and then from Baba to them is connecting them with the seed. All our connections, relationship, all are based on as souls, right? There are very, very subtle feelings sometimes arise, sometimes of great joy, sometimes like suddenly we feel certain things inside. And all these feelings are deep interaction in a subtle way with each other. Some of the interactions can be visible and some not. And that is why we always, always have good wishes for everyone, everyone. Whatever they are, whatever, even they did something. So this is the time that we connect with Baba. We remember some of the things and we forget also some of the things. Because of any reason, the sorrow has been caused, so we forgive. We don't hold anything. So that's why we just offer with lot of love. I know in some of the tradition it's not very common of offering vote. Even they do anniversary. In I think everywhere, every religion they do it. But here we express our love and gratitude by offering flowers, offering fruits, offering food. So that's what we do. And so this month is considered very auspicious. They call it Purshottam Mas, where people, in the name of ancestor souls, do lot of charity. In some places in India, they cook a lot of food in the morning. They will take and distribute to poor children. So they always like, uh, sometimes they give clothing to those who can't afford. Some way they keep doing a lot of charity and then make determined thought that they will continue to do something, some noble work, some charitable work. So today Baba was saying in brief, true services when you are also served. That means if you are giving gyan but you're not feeling happy, you're not feeling inspired, you're not feeling that power, then it's just the service. You're not receiving anything. So it's not, then some say, oh, we don't time for yoga. We can't do tapasya. And when they do tapasya, oh, we can't do service. But Baba says, can't you do both? Do tapasya, do service, serve yourself. You should be served while serving others. I really like that very much. Because when you are giving, you are receiving same time. And that's the true service. Right? Of course, what you do, get the reward of that. Now, the Maryada is keeping chart. Actually, we can keep chart all day. And chart is not necessarily counting hours but instead of keep a diary. Sometimes early morning when you sit, you get very, very good insights. It's like some deep understanding comes. You can forget it to write down. While listening, when you are listening to blessing, some of the point really touch you and you want to churn on that, reflect on that, you write that. So chart can be of lot of realizations. You say something and then you realize, oh, I could have said it in different words, better words. You write down that. So it's like whole day you can keep filling your diary. Sometimes like certain deep feelings arise in service or sometimes new ideas come. So it's not only before sleeping. Yes, before sleeping is the finally, I have to give everything to Baba. Thank Baba, and then I sleep. So keeping chart is keeping diary. But also flying degrees. How do we maintain that? By maintaining not only Maryadas, but for flying you have to go above everything which is physical, which is gross. What we call takeoff. And to take off, you have to let go, right? You have a big, big home. You can't take that with you, right? They allow you a suitcase, two suitcases, or only carry on. So you put whatever is essential, right? We have so much expansion, so much expansion. But for flying, you cannot carry on. So how uh, keep observing. Of course, following Maryadas is one thing, but there are some subtle bondages which doesn't allow us to fly. And Baba said, now is the time to fly. So reflect on this point tomorrow, that I have to keep a diary, I have to have flying stage, and when you're not feeling that, just look at what's the obstacle. Did I break any discipline? Did I become careless? And I think that as much attention we pay, we are able to achieve that stage, right? In flying stage, you don't feel anything in the sense of so many things happen only, different scenes of drama. But when you are flying high, Baba gives example. If you see a small mountain, you will fly over, no? You're not going to sit and say, I have to remove this mountain. No, you don't need to. So there is a lot to reflect tomorrow on this. Oh, shit.
Om Shanti. Good evening, everyone. The Bog message was so beautiful. I remember last year, Mohini Didi was talking about the importance of Shraddh and how important it is to honor our elders. And again, this year when Shraddh came around, I was thinking about that the last few days, actually, how important it is to acknowledge, why we are here, how we came to be here. And I always think about the Dadis. I think if they didn't have the integrity they did, if they didn't have the purity they did, where would the yagya be? I wouldn't be here. And so there's such feelings of gratitude because of that, because of everything they have done. It's not like they did it for me. I'm sure they did it for Baba and they did it for everyone coming, but also they did it with so much sincerity. They just did it, And this thing of just, Om Shanti Didi, good evening.
Shanti, Om Shanti.
I was sharing about the Dadis. I was saying, I always admire their integrity, how because of their integrity, the yagya is where it is. And I always ask myself the question, where would I be if it wasn't for their integrity? I remember so well one time, Brother Rick was saying that when he couldn't believe that anything would be this pure. So he wanted to go in and see in all of the little rooms if they are selling arms or doing something that's possible, right? And so I was thinking, not major things like arms, but how the Dadis have done everything with so much purity, so much integrity. And I feel so much gratitude for that.
Lot of sacrifice in the beginning of Yagya, how they lived and simplicity and they had so many, and they don't call it even tolerance and sacrifice.
Right.
The foundation is strong because of their renunciation, their tapasya, and that's why we all are able to get sustenance from Yagya until now.
Right. I remember when we were doing global functioning, at that time, a lot of these anti-BK websites were going up. Mm-hmm. And when you Googled, all of the anti-BK websites used to come up first, even before our websites. And so some of the souls went to Dadi Janki and said that this is happening that way, that so many anti-BK websites are going up and all of that. And Dadi Janki shared so beautifully. She gave when she started, I was like, why is she going there? And then I realized why she was going there. And she said about how she, you know, how they started in these two rooms, in this one little room, and how she only ate two bananas in a day, and how, you know, and how they saved all the money, sent it to Madhuban, and all of that. And then she said that is the foundation of the yajna, and that foundation no one can shake.
Hmm.
And so now if you look at it, you think, wow, yeah, no one can shake it. It's their tapasya, their sacrifice, their renunciation, their integrity. Like little things can happen, but that foundation is so strong.
So that is why we need to have determination, no, to sustain that. We getting sustenance, but now our purity, our tapasya, our love for yagya, and not doing anything which doesn't really below the dignity of our Brahmin clan and dadis. They were so royal. So I think following them and doing everything in an appropriate way according to Maryadas, I think that's now our role we have to play, so that not only us, but other new souls can also be sustained by that.
Right. So, Didi, when you were talking about um, that they are subtly here with us, can you talk a little bit more about how they are subtly here with us?
Mm. Even for us, we are in bodies. We are certainly with them also. It's not only they are with us, but we have to be with them. It's not they can be with us physically. So we are also subtle, no? That means it's through deep awareness there is connection between them and us. So it's not our connection is physical. Before it was when we could see them, meet them, talk to them, but now we do it subtly. So someone during call of time, one of the BK was saying when I was speaking, and oh, I could feel Dadi Janki's presence so much. And then I realized because call of time was Dadi's own creation, and she had this thought to serve the IPs, VIPs, and we started so many 20 plus years. It's continuing because it's from Dadi. So whenever such things happen, we just feel their presence, and then they keep saying that how, whole feeling of being sustained, whosoever is speaking, but it's as if Dadi Janki was present there and guiding. So everything is so subtle, no?
She could
Everything,
be present, right, Didi? Could she
yeah,
be present? Like
yeah.
her subtle form, could she be present?
That means wherever she is, she connects there, because our thinking, is so subtle, right? Many times we should also notice that how our thinking is where, somewhere. It's like getting connected. So, yeah, we can actually observe it. Uh, if you pay attention, you will observe that how you feel. Sometimes Adi Gulzar, sometimes Adi Prakashwari, like they appear in your life. So I think somewhere deeply, it's very subtle, very subtle. And this much I can say.
Right. There were several very interesting things you shared, but before we go to that one, I wanted to ask you, when you came to Baba, was there kacheri, was there court?
No, it was not court, but night time Mama will come and find out from us our well-being, if we need anything, and but not the court. But it was definitely Mama will come, and then Baba will come. Mama first will talk to us, make us feel, you know, and if there is anyone wants to share anything, but not like. Uh, I did something wrong, or because also number was growing, First
Right.
it was limited number. When we start coming, there was large number of people. Only what I saw was what they call it chamber. That means after Murli finishes, some of us followed Brahma Baba to his room, and he continued some of the reflections from the Murli, and
Wow.
they call it chamber. That Brahma Baba with few of us will sit and continue somewhere some of the points of the Murli. That I was part of, but not the court.
Do you remember anything that he shared?
I don't exactly remember points, but also that when he went for the night class, he continued with some of the points. But I don't remember, but I know that it was very interesting where Baba will continue some of the points or clarify. And it was a very little group in his room we used to go. And then Baba will go for walk.
So when Mama used to come, at that point was like, did y'all give your chart or no chart? Just she used to ask
Yeah, yeah.
your
She will
well-being.
just find out we were okay, we need anything, or it's a kind of family gathering. Very lovely though, because it's like whole day you are there doing things, and at the night your parents come. You sit with Mama and Baba in that history hall and have a chat. Used to be very different feeling. Morning Murli and night class was very different.
Mm.
Morning was very much like we were like Chatrak, and we want to take every drop of the knowledge. But night time was like Baba is talking to us more than only giving like knowledge. So night class used to be very nice for both of them to be there. It was not long, about 40 minutes or so. 10, 15 minutes, Mama will
Mm.
talk to us, then Baba about 15, 20 minutes. And that also was more like, spiritual chat with the children. Lot of feeling of just children and father, children and parents. Like morning was more teacher, even father, but more as a teacher. So that's what my
Mm.
experience.
That's great. Didi, you were talking about that when we have these subtle feelings of joy, that there is like a deep interaction with each other. I didn't understand that because I do feel that sometimes, like suddenly there's a feeling of joy, and I don't think, oh, where is it coming from? But once you said, I thought, like, yeah, where that is that coming from?
If when we do good to anyone, and they think of those who have done good in their life. So those vibrations can reach you, and when those vibrations reach you, can suddenly like feel very light, very happy, and you think what I did or what is it, but it's actually also coming from other souls. So that is why they say always say good words towards others, always say the words of good wishes. So those souls, when they receive it, they feel happy, and then we are able to also experience that. Very
Okay.
everything, soul is subtle, right? Even if soul is in the body. So lot of internal communication, feelings are really very, very subtle. We cannot find exactly why, or why I'm not so happy, why I'm happy. So you could say certain situation and things, but actually it is more than that.
Right, right. Some blessing, something from somewhere. Um, you were talking about flying degree. That to have the flying degree, it's not just maintaining maryadas, but we have to go beyond like carelessness and letting go. So this is the final question. I know we are running late today. Actually, we shouldn't have that question. Maybe I'll ask this question and maybe we can answer it tomorrow. This thing about carelessness, like what are these subtle carelessness that's coming to us these days?
It depends on where I'm looking at. If I'm looking at, let's say in classroom, I'm looking at students who are doing very well and, they are really, really paying a lot of attention. But if I am looking at, there are other students who just do it. There are a lot of people, the way they read Murli, it's not as if they're really studying. They just say, oh, I read Murli, I heard Murli, I heard from there, but to study Murli. So sometimes our attention goes to those who are not very good or anyone's weaknesses. So then we also become careless. Oh, this one is doing, what is there if I do? This one is senior but still doing, maybe I can do. So we catch the weaknesses. But actually, you have to be you. You have to do everything properly. If you have to pass with honor, if you have to get number, if you have to be victorious, you have to be your own master or a good example, right? So carelessness again is kind of infection. It's like everyone is doing it. What's there if I did? But it is not like that. Let everyone do, but I should do what is right. So that is like being careful.
Right. Thank you very much, Devi.
Okay, thank you.
Shanti. Maryada Purshottam always be in the flying stage. Some children come to a standstill while moving along, and the reason for their coming to a standstill is disobedience in following one code of conduct or discipline or other. The confluence age is the age to become Maryada Purshottam. All of you Brahma Kumars and Kumaris are the highest beings. By maintaining this awareness, you will always be in the flying stage and will not stay down below. Om Shanti.
Maryada Purshottam. Always be in the flying stage. Some children come to a standstill while moving along, and the reason for their coming to a standstill is disobedience in following one code of conduct or discipline or other. The confluence age is the age to become Maryada Purshottam. All of you Brahma Kumars and Kumaris are the highest beings. By maintaining this awareness, you will always be in the flying stage and will not stay down below. मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम सदा उड़ती कला। कई बच्चे चलते चलते रुक जाते हैं। रुकने का कारण है किसी न किसी मर्यादा व नियम का उल्लंघन। यह संगम युग मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम बनने का युग है। आप सब ब्रह्मा कुमार कुमारियां पुरुषोत्तम हो। इस स्मृति में रहें, सदा उड़ती कला में जाते रहेंगे, नीचे नहीं रुकेंगे। ओम शांति। Om Shanti. Thank you. So tomorrow is Friday and we'll have our regular schedule. So today was Shraddh Bhog, but also next Thursday we will have another Shraddh Bhog. So thank you. And now let's remember Baba and take Drishti from Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Good night. Om Shanti.